Russ, were you surprised by the competitiveness of the Australian team?
No, they did a good job.
Russ, where did you see strides defensively tonight?
I thought we did a good job, man, of just making them shoot tough shots. They made some shots early, but I thought we did a good job of making them shoot some tough shots.
Thoughts about Josh Eustace kind of getting a moment of glory there at the end? He's worked hard over the last.
Definitely, man. Did a good job defending. Josh has obviously been here for a while, and tonight did a great job of seeing the hard work pay off.
Russell, how different is running the break this year when you've got guys like Paul and Melo who can spread to the wings as opposed to just going straight to the hoop?
What do you mean?
Like Melo and Paul were going straight to the wings as opposed to going straight to the hoop on the break when you guys had 3-on-2s, 2-on-1s. You had Melo as on the drastic trailer one time and he hit a three. Does that spread the floor more? Does it make it easier to run the break, or is it just kind of?
I mean, the break has always been easy. I don't want to discredit the guys that were here. Vic, Damos, those guys, Dre, those guys did a great job of running the wings. Obviously, with Melo and PG, it's a different look, but we've been doing a good job of running the break since I've been here, and obviously adding those guys makes it better as well.
Russ, first time for you and Melo to have extended minutes. How did that help you guys figure out some things?
We're getting there.
Is the offensive side for you, Russ, just not really anything that you guys are all that worried about? There's some rugged patches there, so you figure it out.
What I tell you yesterday?
I didn't say the word chemistry.
Yeah, it's the same thing, though. I went to school, right? I know that it's the same thing.
Russ, as you guys, obviously, that is going to be a work in progress. How important is defense? How important is the consistency defensively as you figure that stuff out?
It's good, man. Our defense is good. That's all that matters, man. As long as we defend it at a high level, offense is easy. Offense is easy, so we ain't worried about that.
Russ, you and Casper had a good battle early on in the game. Did you enjoy that one?
I enjoy playing every night, man. Just an opportunity to get on the floor and compete.
Russell, did Melbourne push you guys a little further than you thought with being so close at the end there?
They did a good job.
Anybody else for us?
Russell, where'd you get that shirt?
Last one.
Hawaii.
Anybody else?
Especially with the big night you had defensively.
Yeah, I've only kind of been around him for a week and a half. Just to see from the start of training camp up until now, him working his way, to the minutes that he's been able to play, showing his defensive awareness, his athleticism, what he can do on the court. Today, pretty, showed what he can do out there, and give us another body that we can, we can rely on, especially defensively, and give us some confidence that he, will have our back. He's out there, kind of know his positions, know the spots on the floor on the defensive end. And there's times where he can knock down an open shot too, so that's big. That's going to be big for us.
The first day of camp, you said Steven Adams is going to be a big deal for this team. Was today an example? Shots weren't really falling, but he had a bunch of putbacks and boards.
Offensively, I think. Excuse me, something.
Some water.
Early Sunday morning. For everybody. As a team, we shot 30-something% from the field, 20-something from three. Shots wasn't falling, but defensively, I thought as the game went on, we was able to just settle down, buckle down, get the stops we needed. And Steven he came up big for us. Offensively, offensive rebounds, putbacks, and ones, his physicality tonight, we needed every bit of that.
Melo, how important, as you guys just sort of figure each other out offensively and get into rhythm, how important is it that defense sort of be consistent as you work through those issues at that end?
Well, we want to be one of the top teams in the NBA defensively. And I think we showed that tonight. It was spurts where we was very, very efficient on the defensive end. And I think once you look back at the whole game, you'll see the numbers that, today was a very good game for us defensively. But offensively, we know that we're going to have, bad shooting nights. We don't really worry about that. We don't harp on that. But defensively, we can't have a bad night defensively if we want to be a great team.
Carmelo, you've been spoken respectful about the team during the week. Did they push you a little further than you probably hoped tonight? And what was it like at the end there to have them?
No, I was loyal. I was expecting that. I was expecting for the Australia to be a little physical out there tonight. It was good. I think it was a good test for us. because we haven't had a game like that. You know, in the preseason, though it's only our third one, but we haven't had a game like that where, you know, they get us off our spots and we got to make adjustments throughout the course of the game and kind of figure it out. I mean, believe it or not, we didn't know what they was going to run coming into the game. Any sets, we didn't have kind of any scout report on them, so it was just, you know, on the fly. So I think we did a great job of, you know, working on the fly, learning on the fly, seeing what they was going to give us early in the game, and then making adjustments from there.
And we've seen, we always know there's lots of good guys outside the NBA, but guys like Casper Ware, like Josh Burton, could you see them running around on court at this level again?
Yeah, I mean, I see Casper all summer, you know, in LA. I think we all know kind of what he can do, what he brings to the game. Josh, you know, another guy from back in Baltimore, Maryland. You know, I've seen him when he was playing high school ball and AAU ball. So to see where he's at now, to see his growth it makes me proud.
Mel, what do you think about the offensive rebounding capability of this team, particularly since they lost a guy like Enes Kanter, but it seems like he's still a pretty good offensive rebounding team?
Well, I think with Steven, now myself, Paul, Andre, I think is an underrated offensive rebounder. It's going to help us out a lot. You know, those are the kind of the best threes you can get off of an offensive rebound. And Steven, I mean, he's attacking the glass every single time. So that's something we're gonna, you know, we got to be strong in that, you know, in that category too. But we got to pick and choose. You know, now the game is, you know, it's speeded and sped up. You know, guys, teams are playing fast, so we got to pick and choose. Who's going to go to the glass, who's not. You know, we always got to have guys back, but that can be one of our strong suits this year.
You mentioned the shots not falling tonight, but do you like the shots that you guys are generating?
Oh, yeah. I mean, some of the shots was wide open. You know, threes was wide open. You know, our drives to the basket was missing a lot of chippies and, you know, around the rim, but I'm not concerned about that.
How did it feel to get some second half minutes tonight?
It felt good. I actually felt good to be out there, you know, starting to get into kind of full game rotation, you know, get those full game minutes. You know, hopefully Tuesday we get a full game rotation, and when guys start to really, you know, feel each other out, play with one another throughout the course of a full game.
Carmelo, you're obviously not the only team to play the fast break this way, but you and Paul go straight to the three-point line a lot. What does that do for Russell? And you have three guys on the floor to have just guys who can space the floor.
Yeah, well, we're going there because we know where he's going at. I mean, he's going straight to the rim, and that's something that I tell him I don't want him to change that. You know, we're going to play off of him when he has the ball. You know, he's great at making decisions. He's great at attacking, and you know, as long as we run our lanes and get to our spots, and you know, somebody is going to be open.
When you're on that play, like when you hit the three as the trailer, is that how much communication is involved in those sorts of plays, or is it pure instinct?
No, I think it's a little bit of instinct, but it's also, you know, us talking, you know, to one another in practice, you know, so far. But also, it's instinctive for us to know, you know, where guys are at on the court, to know our spots on the basketball court, and that's only going to get, you know, a little bit more familiar with everybody out there.
Steven, your ability to get offensive rebounds and putbacks seemed to change the game tonight. Do you feel like that was an important aspect of the victory?
No, honestly, not really. I mean, it's good. No, honestly, because offensive rebounds, they come when you actually take good shots within the system, just because you're positioned in that spot where people know where you are. It's when you take bad shots that's when they get out in transition breaks. You're out of position to rebound and those second chance points. So it was more so our focus was on taking good shots within the system so we could transition to the next position, if that makes sense.
What did you think of Josh's blocks there at the end of the game?
Came out of nowhere, eh? I'm just wondering if his defensive stance is like so low, because like I couldn't see him at all. I couldn't see him, and he just came out of nowhere. I'm like, wow, that guy's awesome.
Hey, what was going through your mind? It looked like you saw on the inbounds play one of their guards kind of get loose off of a screen. You switched out late. What was going through your mind there?
Well, I knew though. Usually when bigs go high, they're very rare that they cut back to the hoop unless you switch early. I just know that they're running some sort of wheel action for the ball. I mean, like 90% of the time, they're going to pass in that corner anyway. So yeah, I was just making sure I could see the guard, and I seen he got hung up by maybe a step or two. So I just switched on out. I've been over him plenty of times. It's not me. Mate. I got nothing upstairs. Mate. It's all the coaches and all the drills, mate. Yeah.
Steve, where do you feel like you've improved the most in your game over the last couple of years?
I guess just vision, bro. Probably like defensively. It's weird. So it's just like seeing stuff now that's slowing the game down for their offense, if that makes sense. I'm really familiar with what they're running and what they're trying to get out of it, or like plays that like they'll do actions where you don't actually have to pay it too much attention just because it's smoke screen. I was going to use another word. So it's a smoke screen. Yeah. So it's that vision and that I guess ability. So that's gotten a lot better over the years.
Steve, you guys obviously, there's a lot of new guys here, and offensively that takes a while to get some rhythm. Does that put some extra importance on defense just being a constant as you try to work through that stuff offensively?
Wait, what was the question? So you said that we got new guys in the.
Yeah, the offense is just going to be a work in progress, obviously. There's some rhythm stuff. Does that make having defense be a constant, does it make it more important that you have that as you figure the offense out, that the defense is there for you?
But yeah, it's the same. It's the same. It really depends. Like, obviously we got new guys and new terminology, whatever you want to use. Offensive, defensively, it's the same concept. Yes, it's going to come around, but we still have to nail down on every single thing that kind of we need to work on and develop those good habits, right? Like offensively, for instance, like the bigs, we're doing a bad job at screening and getting open the guards, which then leads to bad, like, you know what I mean? So it's all those little things like that that'll actually make our plays a lot more efficient and get good shots, if that makes sense, as well as defense as well. You get the gist, mate. You do. Yeah, mate. You smart guy.
Any added motivation down the stretch to not lose to an Australian team for you?
Any added motivation?
Yeah.
Nah, I tried not to get too emotional, mate. I thought they were going to cheat, mate. So yeah, that's all right.